Hey, welcome to the Replayer Podcast. I am Pagan, your host this week, and joining me, as always, is my co-host Dan.
What's up, everyone?
What's up, Dan? Thank God you haven't frozen over in Texas.
I'm still here.
You're still here, barely.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Texas froze this last week, and we almost froze with it. As of today, we have power and water again.
It just seems wild. Like, Texas is one of the fucking hottest states, right? Like, how do you have, you know what, global warming? Like,
Sus.
Yeah.
And I live in, like, the southern side of Texas, which is basically Mexico. So
you should have, like, really hot weather. Do you have really hot weather all the time, apart from this cold freeze? Okay.
The winters here rarely get under, like, 40 degrees. Like, not freezing.
Oh.
I say that realizing I'm talking to a bunch of UK folks, and I'm
and of course, you can hear them already, or if you're watching, you can already see them. This week's guest episode, these guest episodes. I'll start that again, shall I? Let me not smoke before I come on this.
What are you saying?
This week's episode guests are no strangers to the show. Amelia and Ian, welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Obviously, we have Ian on today for a special occasion. Ian, you'll be running a charity stream the weekend that the show will air. So this is the 27th, is that right?
The 27th of February, yes, Saturday.
Perfect,
Nice.
perfect. And it's a 24-hour stream starting at 9 a.m. GMT. Is this right?
9:30, yes.
Oh, 9:30.
9:30 through till 9:30.
Close enough.
So, yeah,
Excellent, excellent. And what would you like to say a little bit about the charity that you're raising money for?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. It's the charity is Special Effect, and the event is Game Blast 21. So Special Effect basically make specialist equipment and controllers to allow people with disabilities to continue to enjoy gaming like the rest of us do. It's anything from just adapted controllers to whole rigs that can allow games to be controlled with eye movement, which is fantastic. So yeah, it's a great charity.
That's
Great
awesome.
event.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's so cool. And do you have a goal for this week's charity goal?
I do. I have. We've got 500 down, which is an optimistic goal for me because we've never gone quite that high before. But why not? We can try. Any amount raised is a good amount. So it's
No, you'll get there. You'll do it. You'll do it.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, it's really lovely to have you both back on the show. We haven't had you guys back on in a while.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here.
about a year. Actually.
Yeah, it's almost
it's about a year for both of us.
Literally.
Right.
Yeah. Me and Abby were like newbies at the time.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
way back in the day.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn.
the early days of
And Amelia,
recording
you'll be
video.
joining. Sorry, I was gonna say, Amelia, you'll be joining Ian on the stream, right? To
I will
play some
indeed.
Apex and help out.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
sorry about that.
Sorry.
He messaged me and was like, I need someone who's good at the game to help me. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll see what I can do.
Oh,
It's all
let
true.
me
No.
just see my schedule. I'll
Yeah,
fit
I'm
you
so
in.
busy lately. Like, we'll see. I'm
Please.
joking.
Pencil me in.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun stream. And myself and Steph are actually gonna go and play some Among Us with you guys as well.
Oh,
so
yes. I'm looking
should
forward
be
to that.
fun.
You're talking about Stephanie
Should be really fun.
Judge.
Stephanie Judge, the judge. for
The
Retro
judge.
Replay.
Wow, you guys are getting
Yes,
all the
indeed.
hot retro replay cameos.
The
Hashtag
replay,
famous friends.
The replay,
Famous
hashtag famous friends.
The replay, yes.
Yeah, replay. So yeah, that'll be fun. So everybody go check that out on the 27th of February. You can find all the links that you need in the show notes below, but we will also be shouting them at the end of the show. So let's move on, shall we? This week's timely topics. I feel like when we're saying that now, we need some sort of cool fucking transition, like
A
Stephanie.
stinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, boo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah.
I mean, I can. I used to go a little crazy with those sound effects back in the day.
giving Dan more
that's
work.
true. I don't know. I kind of like them. I think they add to. Oh well. I'm
It's
easy to
sections it
please.
I
out
mean,
evenly.
I could
Yeah, I think
always
so.
edit in some little like do, but I mean, podcasts generally
With,
don't
with
do
that sound effect as
Yeah,
well.
like
Exactly. No,
Sound
it would
effect.
be
That
a rip
sound.
of that exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
That's how I roll.
Diddle-diddle-doo.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Also clip that and make that your notification sound on Twitch.
Yes.
Well, it's like our ending sound effect now is just going to be Louis doing his little like now.
Yeah. Yeah. That was so good. That was a great addition, honestly. I really enjoyed that.
Anyways.
This week in the news, in the headlines, the Mars Rover, obviously Perseverance, landed on Mars. Whoop, 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 whoop. Did anybody catch this live?
I caught the feed. Actually, Brandy had brought it up on her phone, and we watched it as it was happening, and it was pretty cool to see that. And I know, like, some friends of our show are big space fans, so they're going to be all about the. I didn't watch a lot of it.
Before we started recording, Drew's a giant space nerd, which is fine. Space is fucking cool.
Space.
So, I didn't see this live. I only saw like tweets in relation to it.
Have you seen
Yeah.
the flood of tweets of people taking that first screenshot and adding different things into it?
No.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Edited it? No.
so for context, the Mars Rover Perseverance, when it landed on Mars, took its first initial shot of Mars and sent it to Earth, and a bunch of people took that screenshot and they started editing different things into the shot. The one that I've seen most commonly is Kirby is sitting on Mars for some reason.
I love
I
it.
want one with Bernie Sanders.
Like in his coat.
I'm sure someone's already made that. Sure.
Please,
If not, I'm on it.
I did see one that Amelia would appreciate. It's just that beautiful Martian landscape, and just over in the corner, there's a McDonald's sign.
Oh,
amazing.
They're already there. They're already
Chicken
there.
nuggets.
good. Neatly better be.
Chicken nuggets are like appearing all over my feed lately. There it is.
Oh no!
Not the nuggies.
I had to do it.
Cutting you
I
out,
had to do
Amelia.
it.
That's
Oh,
so
she's gonna
good,
do
honestly.
it.
It's so
She
good.
did it.
Yeah. No, they've appeared all over my timeline recently. I don't know why. But who
I don't
can
know.
complain because
I know.
chicken nuggets are good. In other news, obviously we had some massive trailers drop, and we also had Nintendo Direct, which I
Yeah.
still have not seen yet because I haven't had the time. But I know both Ian and Dan have definitely seen Nintendo Direct.
There's a
Do
lot
you
of
guys want to
fanboying.
what happened? What
Yes.
what was the big
Give me a
big
pig in the
news?
lowdown.
Yeah, go ahead, run it
Go
down.
ahead, Ian.
I'm about to start
Oh,
with you,
okay.
Ian.
Cool. Well, I think the biggest takeaway was Eiji Aonuma, who's the head of. Is he the director of Zelda? He is the director,
I
isn't
think
he?
so,
now?
yeah.
He popped on screen, and of course, everyone got incredibly excited because we were like, "Oh, Breath of the Wild 2!" And then he was like, "There's no Breath of the Wild 2 news."
I'm very sorry.
upsetting. Yeah.
But here is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD coming out for the Switch in July
16th.
July 16th, and a very nice pair of Zelda Joy-Cons, which are most likely already sold out everywhere. So
They are.
Oh.
yeah,
Are they really? Did they go on sale or were they pre-ordered?
They went
or?
pre-orderable
it went pre-order
yesterday.
after.
They're
yesterday.
gone.
They're gone already.
Am I
Wow.
gonna Google it? Of course I'm gonna.
Of
Google
course, you're
away.
gonna Google it. Google away.
Yes.
But there was a bunch of other stuff announced as well, like the announced Fall Guys coming to the Switch, Apex.
shit.
Apex
on the
for
Switch.
Switch. I saw that one.
Switch, and,
I saw that
That's
one.
gonna be interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I think Zelda was definitely the big one.
Zelda was the big one. Zelda was actually the thing because I wasn't watching it live. It was actually later in the day that I saw Zelda was pre-orderable on the Switch, and I was like,
What's this?
what?
What?
So I went back and saw, oh, there's been a direct. I want to watch this direct. So they announced like there's a new Mario Golf game, which I generally don't care about Mario Golf until they reveal that they actually put in a single player story mode where you play as a custom character that levels up with RPG elements. And I
That's
went,
kind of
that's
cute. I love
That's so
that.
Yeah.
cool.
here's the thing for me though. I play the original Mario Golf on Game Boy. It did that. The original Mario Golf had that where you make a character and you level up and you get better as you play the game.
Wow.
No Mario Golf game since then has done that.
Damn.
So I was really excited for that.
Shit.
Yeah.
And
And
they announced a Ninja Gaiden collection.
did
Yes.
they really?
Yes.
Yes. That made me squee a little bit because I'm a massive Ninja
He just
Gaiden
pants a
fan.
little.
You have demon dogs in your neighborhood trying to kill you. Then come
Exactly.
on down. The Phil Kensington sales store,
Kensington.
where everything
Which,
is
for
on
anyone-
On
sale.
sale.
Any other Ninja Gaiden fans out there who are wondering, it is coming to every platform, not just the Switch.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
I had
nice.
to Google that immediately.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure, yeah.
Yeah, see that's interesting because I think there was a big anticipation regarding Nintendo Direct because this month, February
Yes.
2021, is obviously the 35th anniversary of Zelda, The Legend
Yes,
of
it
Zelda.
is.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of hype about it because of obviously last year, I think November or December, it was the 35th anniversary of Mario,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
they brought out is it Nintendo Game & Watch?
Well,
They
they did a
brought out
couple of
another
things.
version
They
of
did a
that.
couple of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there
for
was
the
the
launch.
3D
So we're kind of
collection.
like,
Yeah.
I know there was a big buzz about this, like Nintendo Direct being like, oh, something cool's going to be fucking announced. And
Yeah.
obviously it is Skyward Sword, although I do have several friends who were like, Breath of the Wild 2, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yep, we all
Uh,
were.
Yep.
Yeah. That's upsetting though, like, because I can imagine the disappointment then being like,
I'm not
"Oh, wow."
disappointed at all. I
No,
love
it's-
Skyward Sword. I think it's
yeah.
one of the better Zelda games they ever made.
Mhm. Yep.
And is this then technically like a remaster or is it just
So
It's
a
a HD
yeah,
remaster. Like
or-
they
yeah.
probably cleaned up the visuals a little bit, and then they updated the controls for the Joy-Cons, so it will
Yep.
have motion controls like the original game did, but remapped to Joy-Cons.
Ah,
And they also
okay.
added a button control scheme too for people who don't want to do the motion controls, because that was a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
people's
nice.
biggest complaint with the original game, which
Kinda.
I never had a problem with. I thought it was great because it
I didn't.
actually felt like you were swinging Link's sword,
yeah,
which I thought
that
was
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
I have
I
never
think people are
played
just
a
lazy
Zelda
and they're
game.
like,
Same.
I've been swinging this sword for 30 hours. Ah.
No, Philip, why don't you stop hitting
Exactly.
him?
This fucking lizard will not stop blocking my sword.
Yep.
Oh my god, all the
no.
classic retro replay episode references today.
Throwback.
Hell,
Throwback. But speaking of retro replay episodes, we got some episodes this week, and they were
Some.
awesome.
They were.
Just a few, like just a tidge.
tidge.
Just a few of those.
Sprinkle.
Yeah, just a little sprinkle.
What's the definition of a tidge?
Little sprinkle.
It's a smidgen.
Okay.
It's just a little bit. It's a
It's a
little
little bit
smaller than a
more.
smidgen.
Well, smaller than the smidgen. Yeah.
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
think
more,
so.
a
Thank
little
you.
less than a smidgen, but a little
I
bit
think
more
a little
than
less than a smidgen is a little tidge. A
Okay.
tidge
The
of-
Gotcha.
Little
Okay.
tidge.
No, we got some great episodes. We had our retro replay proper, and of course, trailer talk.
Of course.
So yeah, let's dive right in. We start with trailer talk that came out on Tuesday.
Ah.
Cool. Has everybody seen the Zack Snyder cut trailer?
Yes.
Yes.
And what
No.
are we thinking? No, you haven't seen it.
What?
Wait, are you fucking with me?
No.
You're not fucking with me?
No.
You've not seen the trailer yet?
I haven't seen the trailer, and I haven't seen trailer talk.
Are you interested in the trailer though?
No.
You're not interested in Justice League at all?
No.
No, not really.
No.
Best answer. Are you interested? No.
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 Judging from the comment section of that video, I'd say that's the best way to be.
I
is
have no
judging from the comment section of that
standing.
video, the
one way
best
or-
standing is to be like, fucking, yeah, I'm so excited about this.
I think the best standing is to say,
Kagan's got a new fan club.
Great.
Yeah. Ian, what are your thoughts? Are you interested in the Justice League?
I am, because the original one was kind of hot garbage, but they're
Yeah.
they're on a back foot with
you
Marvel.
thought the original
and-
was hot garbage, Pagan?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
The original Justice League, the one that Joss Whedon did, was dog poo. Like it
Yeah.
was just so bad.
But they're on a back foot to Marvel, because Marvel have already had their big ensemble piece. But the difference is Marvel already set up the majority of theirs in their own solo films first.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Whereas DC, it's like, well, we've got Batman and Superman. Oh, and there's Wonder Woman in one. That'll do. Let's just
Yeah.
add Aquaman and Flash and Cyborg to the thing and call it done.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I feel like I kind of wish people would stop comparing the two universes because they are completely different.
Yeah,
and
no,
obviously,
No,
I totally get what you're talking about. Like individual films lead up to the connection film, and everyone's like,
Yeah.
yeah, so for these characters, and that's definitely something that I think DC could have definitely explored more.
Mhm.
However, I think in the Snyder cut, we are going to get more character development of each of those characters rather than just what Joss Whedon did and was like, hey, here's Cyborg.
Here's Cyborg, by the way.
Glad you met him. Now this person over here, and you're like, oh, for fuck's
Isn't
sake.
that what Suicide Squad did, though?
But listen, Suicide Squad wasn't the best movie either, but I do think studios had a massive influence over that as well. So it's like
they kept rewriting that as well, which can't have helped. There was constant rewrites. Hopefully the new Suicide Squad will be.
I haven't watched the original, but
So.
James Gunn, though, I think does good stuff. So
yes, he does.
That's what has me hopeful.
For sure. What about you, Amelia? How are you feeling about the Justice League?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be honest. That trailer did sell me. I was like, damn, I'm going to go watch this. I didn't watch the original when it came out, but I didn't. So when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, I need to go watch it now. So I've watched it and I was like, okay, yeah, I can see why this has got the reputation it does. And now I'm excited for the new one.
I kind of wish, if you hadn't seen it, I kind of wish that you didn't watch it until after you watched Zack Snyder's cut. Because Zack Snyder's cut is obviously the original, right? That's what the original vision was for. And then Joss Whedon came in and fucked it. So,
that being said, I have not seen Justice League at all. So,
oh, there you go. Do that then.
Okay, well then, maybe you do it that way then. Just watch the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Watch the trailer, watch his cut when it comes out, and then go
watch
back.
His cut when it comes out. It's only 4 hours on HBO Max.
Then watch,
I don't have 4 hours.
You have time.
Make time.
It's a pandemic. Where are you going?
We're in a pandemic.
We're in a panoramic. Where are you going?
Panamera?
Panamanic. Cool. I thought that was a pretty cute episode. I really enjoyed being on this one. There was a lot of divided opinions, but holy crap, I could listen to Drew and PJ talk about the technicalities behind filmmaking for hours. Like, I just want wine and
just sitting there with like a brick of cheese and a wine. Just
and then
that sounds great.
And how else do we do this? Because they're just a wealth of knowledge, and it's really interesting to listen to. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out now. It's on Retro Replay YouTube channel. But yeah, comments on that video crack me up.
Same.
I have not been able to oblige because I have been without power for 4 days. So
I've got a good excuse.
Sorry. I'll screenshot you them and I'll send you the best ones.
I loved Hagen's glow effect. That whole episode where she's just glowing. I was like looking at Hagen. I'm
because of like these lights and everything behind me, Stephanie added some sort of filter on this new episode that kind of darkened everybody's face a little bit and lit up somebody's face in all of the cameras. But in my camera, because I'm the only one with backlighting, it gives this like pink glow.
Like a halo, like a pink halo.
Yeah. Yes. And literally everybody in the comments was like, I like that pink girl.
That pink girl's good.
Pink girl.
What you're seeing there, viewers, is Pagan's true form. She's an ethereal being.
It's my ultimate form. That's why Stephanie had to put the filter on. To make everybody else
contain
look like that too. Yeah. Subtle. And then, of course, we're moving on to Retro Replay proper, which is a great one this week. We had Kari Payton and Left 4 Dead 2.
Woo!
Again.
Yeah.
I legit did not know that they were doing Left 4 Dead 2 again.
Yeah.
So when that came up, I was like, oh, what?
Wait, am I watching last week's episode? Like,
in last week's podcast, we talked about how Nolan said, "Can we play this again?"
Yeah.
I want to bring in somebody who knows something about zombies, and we were talking about it. So it was. Yeah. I'm actually glad that they were able to fulfill that.
Yes, me too.
I thought Kari was an amazing guest.
Have you seen?
I managed to watch that episode. I have not seen The Walking Dead with him in it, though.
Oh, okay.
But I know him as Cyborg in Teen Titans.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the original Teen Titans series, which he did the voice of Cyborg, and Cyborg in every iteration other than the movie, I believe. Yeah.
Stolen from him.
Yeah.
What do you guys have? You guys seen Amelia? Ian, have you seen Walking Dead?
No.
I kind of fell out of interest with it after.
I fell out
after the second season.
I made it to like season 5, I think.
Yeah, season 7, I think, is where I kind of dropped off and wasn't really bothered about it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
I've just
that's
lost
a big
interest.
show, right? That's going on for like 20 seasons. I've never seen a single episode of The Walking Dead.
Same.
Well, we've been here
watch
talking about The
that.
Walking Dead like we did when they had Ross
when they
on.
played the game. Yeah. It seems like an interesting one. So Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2, sorry, specifically. Is a big fat note from me. The zombies move with incredible pace, and I was not expecting that. So when I was watching it and they were like in the fucking hallway with the axe and they're just streaming at Nolan, I was like, what the fuck? And he's so calm playing it. I don't know how he kept a straight face, and he was just like, oh. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was panicking so hard.
I honestly don't think Left 4 Dead is that scary. I think it's one of the more...
Were you watching the same episode? Did you see fairies or something coming at you?
No, I saw all the zombies flying it. But you're also... He's also gunning them down with a machine gun and lopping their heads off.
So close. Come on. Especially when he had the axe.
2 meters, bro.
Yeah.
Social distance. Like,
big brother. Step back.
These zombies want more than just celery.
No vegan zombies.
Veganuary.
Veganuary. Yeah. Oh my god.
Speaking of
topics and
vegans,
tangents.
can I say I'm so
good.
happy that they made a Scott Pilgrim cutaway when they were talking about the vegan thing. Because the whole time I'm like, they have to do a Scott Pilgrim cutaway. Please, 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 please.
Yes. Yes.
Good one, Steph. Good one, Steph.
Good job.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Steph.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that movie tells you if you are a vegan, you get superpowers.
Yep.
That's how it works.
That's somebody else put that in the comments. Someone was like, "I'm pretty sure if you're a vegan, you get superpowers, right?" And then Drew was like, "That's what I thought." I think you're a big fan of Left 4 Dead 2, though, aren't you, Daniel?
Oh,
Dan?
heck yeah! Again with the Daniel.
I saw the name and I read it. I can't help it. It's in the fucking corner of your Zoom.
I'm like looking up there, like, do I need to change that?
What?
Okay.
Is there someone else here? Like,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
See, now I don't have the names on our screens, so I don't see names.
Oh, I see the name. You see, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've never played this game, and I'm not.
There was a point
gonna.
in the episode where Nolan was chopping through the zombies in the hallways coming at him, and all I kept thinking about was one of the last times I streamed and played Left 4 Dead with our friends. Shout out to Louie, who was on the show not too long ago, and he was standing in the hallway with a chainsaw, laughing maniacally, like ha 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 ha, as he's chainsawing down zombies. And I'm like, I wish Retro Replay could cut to that, because that would be hilarious.
Louis would freak out.
Right? I wanted to like...
He'd be like, that's me.
That was me. I wanted to tweet that at Drew and be like, can you stick this in there?
Slap it on with some sticky tape, you know?
Exactly.
Done replayer cutaways before. So
yeah.
You just never know. Yeah, it's a good one. I didn't really have like much context, I guess, because I haven't played the Left 4 Dead, and that looks like a scary ass game, so that's a big nope. And I haven't watched Walking Dead either, but Kari seemed really cool.
Yeah.
Nolan was doing well at Left 4 Dead this time.
He didn't die.
He didn't die.
Not die.
I think he's getting used to that Xbox controller.
No, you will not convert him. You will not convert.
I think genuinely he just had a really good time with that game.
Yeah, he looked like he was enjoying
really nice.
it.
Yeah, it's really nice to watch him enjoy a game.
Yep.
Yeah,
definitely.
And then, like you said, Kari came in and was crushing it.
Crushing it.
Oh my god!
The ending of that, like segment, the ending of the segment where Kari's like, usually when I come on and I have interviews, you know, they have substance. He's like, I arrived in empty vessel and I'm leaving an empty vessel. It's been great.
So passively aggressively. It's brilliant. Yeah.
It was just so wonderful. And they were talking about putting Nolan in the show as well, the same way that they did with Simon.
Like, I promise you, I will do very little. Like, that was so good.
That was perfect.
Yep.
I'm enjoying these kind of like the new format though, and I think the show is a lot shorter, with like focus on gameplay and guest interview as well. How are you guys liking the new format?
I love
Ian
it.
and Amelia.
I love it. It's great. I love the sectioning of it. It feels like it runs a lot smoother. I feel when you got the sections. Like if I wanted to pick it up in like pieces, because when I watch it, I tend to like I'll be doing something and I'll come back to it. So I'll get to like a section of it and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll come back to it at that section.
That's clever. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a really good way to do that. It's almost like bookmarking a page where you have 5 minutes, so you're gonna watch Topic and Tangents, and then later on you're gonna come back for the guest interview and stuff.
Yeah.
Huh. I never thought about it that way.
Well, now you have.
Well, now I have.
Oh, you have.
The show has a section for tangents instead of just tangents.
Just tangents. Yeah.
Yes. True. And we didn't have a retro feud this week. Instead, we had the incredible clip from Between the Adventures with Nathan Drake.
Yes.
So good.
I mean, chef's kiss. Honestly, that was beautiful. I don't know what I was expecting. I was sort of expecting Emily Rose at some point to come in audio-wise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's gonna happen.
Like,
he's gonna shout and she's gonna answer.
For sure. And I think that they've all said previously that they're down to do that. Like Richard McGonigal and Emily were like, yeah, I'm down for this.
That would be great. Could you imagine Nolan like trying to like get a voicemail from Sully or something?
I would love some sort of in-joke crossover where Nathan Drake, Nolan as Nathan Drake, has to go downstairs to the basement, and opens a thing to get like a wine or something in the basement, and you just hear the laugh from Richard, and it's just this like look up where he's just like, and then
drops the wine bottle.
I would just love that, like just like an in joke between the adventures, because obviously Sully and Drake are not scary, but
please.
That's perfect.
Get on it.
Coming at you, Drew.
Free content. Like,
I'm writing that up. That's my idea. Copyrighted.
Get it
like Kari said, this is writing itself.
It is writing itself.
There you go.
Now you've got like that idea. You've got the one I was talking about with like Nathan trying to beat Elena's high score.
Oh yeah, on Crash Bandicoot. That's
on Crash. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just keep pumping them out for you, Drew.
Yeah. This is
just writing down.
Let's go in
for this.
Yeah.
But I actually thought that was great. Like something just so mundane of like trying to change the input on a TV, and it was just so perfect for him to like shout off like Elena.
It's just relatable. That's what makes it funny. It's like, oh yeah,
for sure. Especially like, I think especially for I guess people our age where like Nolan would be old enough to be like our father type thing. So we would see that. Like my dad has done that. My dad has sat there in front of the TV clicking random buttons thinking it's gonna work. I'm like, you need to change over the HDMI. Like you're never going to get anywhere with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to change the HDMI output.
Here's another easy one too, is like, what's the Netflix password or something?
Yeah.
Elena, what's the
change the Wi-Fi password?
It's Talbot 2021.
Oh gosh.
Brilliant.
I also thought it'd be really funny if they got like in a supermarket or something. If they could find a product with the name of a villain on it.
Oh, that would be good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just something random. Like, and
just
I was thinking
have
like
a cutaway of like Nathan's face, like
it's like
yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Just be like trying to pick like fabric softener or whatever, and then there's like one there that has the word
Ajax
on it, and there's just like this like doo-doo-doo, like tight wood shot.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then like the death sound.
Yeah.
he just like knocks it casually off the shelf, and it just falls down like oops. It falls away. Such a passive aggressive like.
I hope Drew's writing all these ideas down. I tell you.
Honestly,
we're coming up with gold right now.
Gold,
as always.
Comedy gold. Yeah.
It's interesting to think of how many ways you can intertwine plot lines of Uncharted into real life.
It is.
I think it's because like it's Nathan Drake that's like it's just relatable. I want to see him mow the lawn, and I want to see him pick up the dog poop with the pooper scooper. You mentioned that before in a members live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where's Uncharted 5?" And he's like, "It's here in my back garden. Me picking
I'm doing
up
it right now."
poop. And I'm like, "Yes,
right now.
Pick up the dog poop, Nolan."
Make it happen.
Close to this show. Oh God. Yeah.
That's the show, folks.
That's the show, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I don't really have anything else to say about that episode. I thought it was really good. I'm very excited to see what else level 4 has in store. I'm still excited about this podcast. I'm hoping that that's going to be coming pretty soon.
Yes.
Like this unfiltered Nolan North podcast.
I wonder if he is
Anything
going to
like the
start.
last members live, it's going to be brilliant.
Oh my god! Let's talk about
Megan's gonna
members
freak
live.
Please, can we? Please.
Let's
That
talk
was
about members live. If
What was happening?
Yeah, if you're listening right now and you're not a member, you can join over at retroreplayshow.com.
Do it.
It should actually have a link to the YouTube, or you can YouTube them on Retro Replay Show. And in the membership tab, you should be able to see all of the membership perks there. If you're a member at all on any tier, you get access to a members live chat with Nolan and the crew once a month, and we go live on YouTube, and you can send questions in, and it's just a good
great.
time because it definitely is so unfiltered.
Mhm.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
it
like
is.
Nolan was like, I only say this shit for the members. Like nobody else is hearing this.
There's a reason. This
There's
is
a reason for that.
I trust you, members. We're like, oh god.
Don't
The
clip
members
this.
get me.
Thank God YouTube doesn't have clips.
Yes.
There's a lot of dark jokes made at Nolan's expense. He was coming in from the closet because he
His sound
is
booth.
Coffin.
yeah, he
Sound
was coming in from the sound booth, so it was really dark and strange, but it's kind of great. You can see that in trailer talk too. Actually, he's there too for that. But I actually really enjoy members live lately. I think they're a really good hang. I wanted to ask you guys, because the last time we had you guys on, obviously members live was only with Nolan and it was like a Q&A, and they've changed that since to be Nolan and the entire crew, so we are all interacting together. I'm obviously biased because I'm there, so what do you guys think?
I love
So
it.
you're just looking
of
for
these
honest
members lives?
feedback, right?
No.
Yeah.
I love the crew hangs. Like, it's nice to see everyone rather than like, I love Nolan to bits, obviously, but like it's so nice to see everyone getting involved and like joking with the chat and like recognizing us as well, which is really nice. Like picking up like, oh, it's Aaron B, the loud guy again, or it's Ash Can.
Ash can.
Ash Can, not Ash Khan, Ash Can.
Can.
It's become a running joke now. So
Yeah, I think it was really funny as well. I think like because we had if you're a Drew Soup or higher member, you can get priority questions in for members live chats. So Ash had asked a question and Nolan's response was, Ash, what does that guy want? Oh, he's got why? What question have you
Who let
got,
this
Ash?
guy in?
What do
Why?
you want?
Yeah,
And then he
no.
asks this question and he's like, oh.
wow.
And Aaron also asked a question as well, and he had nothing but love for Aaron. Strange.
Yeah, number one fan. Literally every time I've spoken to this week, like, I'm Nolan North's number one fan.
That's
I'm
all
like,
he talks about. Yeah.
that's all he's
Yeah.
been talking about.
He lets
It's
it go
made
to his
his
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice, the same as, you know, as getting to see you all is just brilliant because, like Amelia said, we all love Nolan, of course we do, but it's all of you guys, what you do to make Retro Replay what it is. So it's nice to see you all and interacting with the chat, and like I see Pagan typing in chat and replying to people when, you know, when Nolan's talking or whatever, and it's brilliant. It's a good hang.
Good job, guys.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I have to now, with my recent like desk setup changeover, I have to mute myself because otherwise it's
Loud
just
typing.
Click, 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 click.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I get that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
oh
Like I said,
yeah.
we need a sound effect for the podcast every time you Google and just get that.
It's fine. I can make that now.
Yes.
Just do it.
Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, it's really awkward now because I have to like click in, click out, make sure that I'm muted and everything while I'm typing in chat. I need to find a better way to do that. Oh well, one day.
One day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you guys, Dan and Brenda, you guys missed the crew hang yesterday
Hmm.
with members as well. Sorry, Drew Soup and Higher get Zoom hang with the crew, and then Altered Beast also get a Zoom hang with the cast, which will probably take place next week. So by the time this episode is out, you probably have already taken place. It was a good one, and I feel like there's always a good time to be had in those Zoom calls as well because it's kind of like the members live except on a smaller scale.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Yeah.
like with
great
and
fun.
without Nolan.
Yeah, and those ones are the ones that you can actually, live engage with the cast and crew, or at least the crew for the Drew Soup level and the Nolan and or Todd and Liam on the Altered Beast level ones. Those are great because you can actually have a conversation with Nolan and Drew and PJ and Steph and Paul, Todd and Liam if they're there. So it's like the members live is that you're watching you guys kind of like having at it and just going off with a chat to interact, but you can actually have like the one-on-one FaceTime. Nolan or Drew or PJ can be like, "Oh, this is such and such from the live chat. Oh, we see your face now. We know who you are." Those are always good times, and you can crack wise and bust jokes with Nolan sometimes. Yeah. Or Drew can shit on you for not watching Star Wars.
The Wang Slider thing came from was the group chat. I'm pretty sure. # Wang Slider.
You missed it though. # Wang Slider. You missed it though because I feel like I have to say it anytime it comes up. I made a Star Wars reference yesterday in the Zoom.
Oh no, I missed it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I did have to check if it was Star Wars though, but I did make one. They said something about Ash and Aaron were like, if the crew and Nolan were on a desert island, who would die first? And I was like, probably me.
Question.
And they were like, yeah, see, thanks, Pagan. That's what we said. I was like, hold the fucking phone now. That's rude. Like, why would you say that?
I'm not gonna lie. To be fair, everyone we've asked has said you're gonna die first. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm just the editor. Don't shoot me.
I raised the point that A, I was born in South Africa, where literally everything, including animals and people, want to kill you. And B, I spent the whole of my childhood camping and hiking and doing like Girl Scout shit. So fuck all y'all. I would survive it.
I'll just clip that for next time. Don't worry. I'll soundboard that for next time. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. I probably would die first. The joke that I made was that it would probably be me, and that you would have to like shell me out and like get inside my husk for warmth. And they were like, oh, and I was like, see, I can make Star Wars references. Is it a Star Wars reference? And they were like, yeah, it is. I was like, okay, see?
Yeah.
Look at me. I did a thing.
I did
Star Wars.
Yeah.
If only you followed up with like, but be careful. I'm smellier on the inside than the outside.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. To be fair, I did think of that quote, but I couldn't quite. Do you know what I mean? Like, I knew that that's what he said, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm just going to butcher that and people will make fun of me. So I just left it with the.
I'll play it safe.
It's close enough.
We'll leave it there.
It's in the general vicinity. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with those members hangs and everything, I think you're totally right, Don. It does give everybody a little bit of a chance to get to know each other, like on a membership level, as well as just putting a face to a name. There's so many times where I've seen names and stuff like that in the chat. And oh god, there was one, I think last month we had a Altered Beast membership hang. And it's gonna sound creepy. I look at your names all the time. Okay. If you're a member, I have probably looked at your name about 1 million times.
He knows where you live.
Look at them every single day. Yeah. I just do a lot with all of that. So I see that you're a member, and if you've never filled out a form or anything like that, I'm like, who are these people? Who are you? Like, and sometimes I don't come into chat, and I'm like, this person is so beautiful and generous and lovely, and they paid for membership, and yet they've never been available or whatever. And in Altered Beast in January, we had a member came in and like had their microphone off, had their camera off and everything, but was in the live chat in the members Zoom with Nolan, Liam, and Todd.
Right.
And I was super happy about that. I was super happy. Yeah. And like I had to type to them. I was like, welcome. It's so lovely to see you here.
Yeah.
I feel like
you can fill out a form if you want to. Don't feel like you have to, but I would love to send you some membership perks that you're like currently getting. So let me know.
That's when the intern side came out.
Yeah, it's just so fucking nice. Like honestly, like my intern brain's always on, Amelia.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
But it's super nice to get to know everybody and see people there. And obviously we had a new Altered Beast member join like yesterday, the day before, and they came into the chat too. So it was really nice. So yeah, if you guys are ever thinking or pondering about membership, do it. Even if it's just for a month, do it. Get the membership benefits and then see how you feel, because it's so worth it. Yeah, so worth it.
Definitely.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
5
10 out of 10.
On that note, if anybody does have any questions about memberships or concerns about benefits that you haven't received, please email me to members@rachelreplayshow.com. Thank you.
PSA announced.
PSA announced.
Gotta get
It's
that
a
shout
general
in there.
inbox, actually. Just email that inbox and that should go to Retro Replay. But thank you guys so much for being on the podcast today. I want to just give you guys a quick shout out. So Amelia, if you can shout out your socials or where people can find you if they're looking to find you.
I'm at its_Amelia Brown on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook. I'm trying to remember everything on top of my head. I'm on Chaos Crew at Chaos Crew Show on YouTube and Twitter with everyone else. Lots of replayers, lots of fun. And YouTube, it's Amelia Brown.
Nice. Thank you. We'll also pop all of those links in the chat below anyway, into the description. And Ian, this is your chance to shout out your socials and then tell us a little bit more about the stream that's going ahead on Saturday the 27th.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'm on Twitch at Ian Plays Games. Same on Twitter, Ian Plays Games. I've changed my Instagram recently, so that's now EPG_Twitch. And I've recently joined TikTok for some reason.
I'm on that too.
Yeah.
So good, by the way. You were so good on that. I love
our
your
TikToks.
I promised myself, I said I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it. And then, God help me, I did it. And here I am. And that's Ian Plays Games as well, if you want to find me on there as well. So, yeah. Good.
Do you have, have you announced publicly your schedule or anything for the 27th?
I have. I've put it out there.
Great.
We're starting, as we say, at 9:30 on the Saturday morning. So we'll probably kick off with just a half hour of chatting and me trying to, get into the zone and get ready. And yeah, from there, we're just jumping into the game. So it's Animal Crossing first. I'm deleting all my old island, all the hard work, and I'm starting again.
You are crazy.
I know.
I have seen your island.
The Switch. Yeah.
Can I have it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, sure. I'll send it to you.
Mine's hot garbage, so I'll gladly take it.
6 million bells in my bank account. That you can have all of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, I'm mental. And then I think from that, I'm jumping into some Call of Duty, Warzone, and Cold War with a few friends of mine. And then after that, I think it's out of 1BR and straight into Apex with Amelia.
That's me.
We're going to get some wins. We're going to get some wins. Not just on the last game this time. Well, yeah, okay. You'll get some wins and I'll throw my bracelet around, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Loba, love her. And then it's... Am I doing Among Us first? I don't know my own schedule. This is terrible. Among Us is at 9 p.m. Apex is at 6. So after Apex, it's Among Us with the replayers, which I'm really looking forward to, playing with Pagan and Steph and everyone else who wants to join. Woo. You're all welcome. Woo. And after that, after midnight, I kind of just go with the flow and play what I want. I don't schedule games during the early hours because I did that the very first time I did a 24-hour stream, and I found that if I wasn't particularly feeling that game, it was a lot harder to keep going.
Yeah.
Which at that time in the morning is when it kind of really starts to kick in, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So it's better if I play something that I feel I want to play at that time. So it could be anything. We could play some Uncharted if there's some of you lovely US folks still up at that time that want to join me for some Uncharted or whatever. So
I love me some Uncharted.
Yeah,
if I'm awake, I'll hop in.
Yeah, and then finishing off on the Sunday morning.
For us, so.
Yeah, exactly. And then finishing off on Sunday morning with just chatting, so we can kind of
have a
wind
coffee,
down, look at what we've look at what we've done, and then 9:30 I'm gonna go and pass out for about 3 hours. So it's
3 hours.
I can't.
I would be dead for 8 to 9 hours after a 24-hour stream.
I can't because
I take a whole day. I'm like, I'm going to bed now.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
Take care, friends. See you later.
The thing is, I worry that if I oversleep, then I'll mess up my sleep schedule even more. Because then when it's actually bedtime, I'll be wide awake again. So yeah. But no,
do you feel called out? Do you feel called out?
I'm gonna just go, guys. It was great.
I feel attacked.
Amelia. Imagine not sleeping, God.
Nah, sleep's for the week.
Couldn't be you.
I've never known Amelia to sleep, so
no, I don't.
Think she does.
I don't. I'm an editor. I don't sleep. She's definitely backing me up on that one.
So yeah, that's the stream. So I'd love for as many of you to come by as possible. You're more than welcome to come hang out and let's raise some money for a good cause. It's a brilliant cause. So well worth your time and investment, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All about it.
Pleasure.
If you, I'm going to throw this out there as well, replayers, if you are available on Saturday and you
Come on in.
if you want to do anything with the channel or helping it out, please do hit him up in socials.
Please.
I would also say as well, if you're a streamer and you are streaming on Saturday, please consider rating with your party, bring your family, friends, and everything over to Ian Plays Games on Twitch to see if we can help support this amazing cause. Because we know like there are plenty of replayers in our community as well who use accessibility controllers, and there's many people on the internet and Twitch themselves in the communities here that would require those pieces of equipment. So very good cause. Thank you so much, Ian.
What they do is fantastic, honestly, and there will be little videos throughout the day on my stream just to show the people that all this work is for and the things that they do, and it's fantastic. It really is. So yeah, thank you for
You're welcome.
Thank you for the shout out.
Not at all. And thank you both so much for being here to discuss the show today and being here just to hang with myself and Dan. It's always much appreciated. We love having you on the show.
Yes.
Pleasure, as always.
Cool.
Brilliant. If you're listening to this and you have any questions further, hit myself or Dan up on Twitter or socials, or you can send us an email to thereplayerpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you again, guys, for joining us today. I will also say make sure to stay up to date with all of our podcast uploads by subscribing on all of your amazing podcast stations like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook too. All of those links are in the description note for it below. And that's game over, folks. Thank you so much for joining.
Game over.
Bye.
Bye.
Pew, pew, pew.
Bye.
Right?
I always do that. I hope you know that every time the episode ends, I'm there grooving like.
We all do that.
Swear to God, the outro music on this show is
Slaps. Slaps. Get it on the club. Like it slaps.
Fuck. Oh shit.
Oh my
And
days.
Bye,
snap.
Amelia.
And she's